Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Unity Church of Greenville. Welcome to everybody who's here in our audience in person, and anybody who's here online, welcome to you too. Today is Mother's Day, a very special day out of the year, and we would like to say blessings for mothers. And that is actually our daily word today, blessings for mothers. I bless all mothers with thoughts of gratitude. And so the daily word today, the reflection goes like this. There's nothing quite like a mother's love, so nurturing, caring, and warming. Today I bless the women in my life who express this love in all they do. Whether it's the woman who raised me or any of the other women I know who so generously shared a mother's love, I have felt the care of God through their tender touch and encouraging words. Over the years, I have grown strong and confident under their kind direction and have relied upon their wisdom. The divine feminine flourishes on earth in the loving words and caring hands of mothers and all those who share a mother's love. I bless them and pray they know the love of God as they have shared it so generously with me. And the scripture that goes with this is from 2 Kings 4:30. Then the mother of the child said, "As the Lord lives and as you yourself live, I will not leave without you." So let's just say this together, what's on the screen. I bless all mothers with thoughts of gratitude.
Thank you, Sandy. Let's give Sandy a hand this morning. All right, how you feeling today? Are you taking care of yourself, taking your vitamins? Are you exercising? Doing all the things that you know that, not that you should be doing, that you want to do because you like your life. You love. How many love your life? If you love your life, let's stand up together, all right? I want you to find somebody to greet this morning. Welcome. Tell them you're glad to see them. We're so glad that you're here this morning. Are you ready to sing? Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Yeah, we're so glad to be together in unity. So glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Come on in as we gather for a while. Let's give a hug and share a smile. Come on in and meet a friend and be accepted as you are. Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. So glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. All right. Give somebody a high five or a fist bump or a hello. Whatever you want to do. We'd like to invite the children to come on down at this time. Do we have any children? Kids? Young people? All right. have our teens this morning. Looking good. Now, next week, all of the teens are going to, right after we have our song together next week, they are all going to go over to Unity Park. So that will be next week, and they're going to spend a little time over there having some fun, walking around, doing some things. And so, yeah, so if you want to go over after the service and join with them, feel free to do that. Are you guys awake this morning? Okay. You guys ready to sing?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. God is, and I am. I create, and I pray, and I act on the truth that I know. God is, and I am. I create, and I pray, and I act on the truth that I know. There is only one God. There is only one love. Let's give them a hand. All right, unless you guys want to sit there all day, you feel free to go on back. Yeah, let's do that. We love you. We bless you. We behold the Christ in you. We appreciate you. And we bless your teachers too. So be it. So it is. And there they go. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, today's a good day. You know what day it is? Mother's Day. Yeah, so we're celebrating our mothers today. We've got some beautiful flowers here. Roses, representing all of our mothers and that unconditional love. So today, it's important to remember that mothers are wonderful beings of divine love that nurture, feed, and clothe the children of the world. A mother has many sides to her and is actually quite complex. She is one of the busiest people around, is very hard to keep up with her. So I thought it would be interesting today, as well as fun, to interview Mom on this Sunday morning. And she's agreed to do it as long as I watch my P's and Q's and remember to floss. So I'd like to welcome our honored guest, the universal, archetypal mother of us all, and here she is. Let's give a warm Unity welcome to none other than Mom. There she is. All right. Yeah.
Oh, sweet goddess, this South Carolina weather. I'm going to do a thing with my hair.
You need some help, Mom?
I got it.
Okay. Can you check the air conditioning?
Bless you.
Have a seat right here. Have a seat.
Hold this, son.
Sure. I'm happy to help. All right. Oh, good, yeah. Very nice. You came prepared, didn't you?
Well, you got it.
Would you like a different chair?
No, I can do it.
Oh, okay. That's right. Those pillows are a little dangerous. Sometimes they slide.
I think I got
Do you
it.
need a helping hand?
You know what? I think we'll just do without the pillow.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll be all right.
Now, would you mind just speaking to the machine?
Oh, Lord.
Just right there.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, hello. That'll get your attention.
Yeah. You want me to hold that for you?
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah. Well, we are so glad that you're here today. We just want to make you feel welcome. We're cooling the room down, okay, as we go.
Thank you.
And we're taking it from Gehenna fires down to, a more, a calmer.
I appreciate it.
Is that all right with you? Okay, good. So we're glad that you're here with us today.
Thank you. Could you sit that up there for me, please?
Well, certainly. Absolutely.
Thank you. Whew.
So are you glad to be here?
It is my plum pleasing pleasure to be here with you today again.
All right.
Yeah. There sure are a lot of nice-looking people here in your group.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it.
Well, I said the people out there.
Oh.
Pay attention, Sonny.
Well, we also have a lot of folks that are watching this interview online as well.
Oh, yes, I know. I was the one that invented the internet.
No, I think that was someone else.
Actually, I sent the creative thought out to several people, and believe me, it took a while before someone actually picked up on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Whatever temperature you want, Sonny.
Yeah.
And I agree, cool would be good.
So, all right then, are you ready to answer some big questions?
Well, yes, that's why I'm here, right?
Right.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
I met your lovely wife out there.
Oh,
She's a keeper.
I think you're right.
She's helping with the children this morning.
Oh, she is.
Is there not anything that woman cannot do?
I don't know. I think you're probably right.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
So, yes, what are your questions?
We can't talk about her the whole time.
No. But we did talk about you.
Yeah, well, very good. So my first question is this. Why are we here?
Well, for the interview, of course. But seriously, the reason is very simple. You're here in this life to express yourself in the most creative way possible.
Tell me some more.
Okay. In your unity teachings, which I invented too, by the way, it is stated in the first principle that there is only one power and one presence in my life and in the universe, the all-loving goodness of God, Goddess, and all that.
Of course. And that all that is, so are you saying that the goddess is equal to divinity?
Well, of course, then, and that all that is part of the Godhead too.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense.
Yes, sometimes when the universal mind gives human beings a truth, they can muck it up with their own cultural programmed bias.
I can see that. So who are you?
Well, are you sure you can handle the truth, big boy?
I believe I can.
Okay, here goes. I am Mother Nature. I am the glue that holds it all together. I am the calm in the midst of the storm. I am Venus and Isis, a true diva for sure. I am the first words out of the mouth of babes and the great caregiver of all children. I'm your first love, too. I have been called the giver of life. I am the moon that watches over you at night, the muse of every artist and poet, the queen of heaven, a celestial honey for sure. I am unconditional love whenever you need it. I am every woman that has ever lived. That's right. I am the goddess.
Wow. Wow.
But for today, you can call me Mom.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and ask me some of your cute little questions.
Of course. So as you know, I've been married to the same woman that you met earlier.
Yes.
For quite a while now. And I wonder what you think about the concept of marriage.
Well, believe me when I say I don't mean to brag, but I invented that too. Before marriage, everybody was just running around trying to figure out who went with who, and it was pretty chaotic. And that's when I dropped the idea into the collective mind to start performing a ceremony so that people could be more civilized and stop with all the confusion.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
You betcha.
So, do you think that it's a good idea for couples to learn and to study and maybe get some counseling, from time to time and work on their relationship and read books about love and marriage and that sort of thing?
Oh, yes. I mean, books carry some helpful instructions, especially for the men. But the problem is that it is mainly women that read the books. Listen, marriage has no guarantees. If that's what you're looking for, get yourself a car battery. Let's get to the bottom line. I always say you don't have to promise your beloved the moon and the stars. Just promise her that you'll stand under them, alongside her. Ralph Waldo Emerson, got to use the whole name,
yeah.
Ralph Waldo Emerson, once told me that men are what their mothers made them to be. He was right, too.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to say that my wife and I, we have a good relationship after all these years.
Well, bless her heart. I know you have an amazingly wonderful and magnificent and amazing wife. She must be a peach of a woman to put up with all your stuff. Remember that when you have a discussion with your lovely wife, always get in the last word.
Well, what would that be?
Yes, dear.
Okay. I'm working on that one. So now there's sometimes when a marriage will end in a divorce. Do you have any advice for those folks that go through that experience?
Well, some relationships are not meant to last. If they did, they would, right? The great Dr. Seuss said it best. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Though it may take a while to recover and heal from it, you will come back to yourself, and then you'll probably do it again. If you're still looking for that one person who will really change your life, just look in the mirror.
So can you give us some practical thoughts on, successful living on a day-to-day basis? Some practical stuff.
Well, life is like a hot bath.
Okay.
It feels good while you're in it, but the longer you stay in it, the more wrinkled you get.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
We could take lessons from animals. The reason a dog has so many friends is that he wags his tail instead of his tongue. Remember to be nice to your kids, because they'll choose your nursing home one day.
Something to think about.
But here's the best advice that I can give you. Things turn out best for people who make the best out of the way that things turn out. The choice is always yours. It's just a bad day, not a bad life.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Of course it does.
The world and the pandemic taught us who our real heroes are. You have anything to say about that?
Well, just remember that not all heroes wear capes, but a whole dedicated bunch of them wear scrubs. They also serve food and carry your groceries, not to mention the emergency response teams that show up whenever they're needed. Let me just say, it's all about perspective. Your grandparents were called to war, but you, on the other hand, are just being asked to get along with your neighbor and be nice to each other. Remember, it's okay to fall apart. Tacos sometimes fall apart too, but we still like them. This life is proof that everything around you is extremely temporary. Things your life revolved around in the past have changed, and you've had to adapt. Life is teaching you that in the end, it's your family, your friends, and even your spiritual community that give you security, peace, and comfort.
Well, Mom, I think we've all put on a little bit of weight since the pandemic.
Oh, well, it doesn't make you fat. It's just you're easier to see. You know, a recent study found that women who carry a little extra weight live longer than the men who mention it.
Yeah, that's probably true. You know, I've always wondered, if you're not supposed to eat in the middle of the night, why is there a light bulb in the refrigerator?
You know, scientists say the universe is made up of protons,
Yes.
neutrons,
Uh-huh.
and electrons.
Okay.
They forgot to mention morons.
All right. Okay, Mom. All right. I got a really, really heavy question for you.
Okay.
Why is there so much division in the world, and why can't we all just get along? Is it a biological or is it psychological at the core, at the root? What do you think?
Well, do you really want the truth, or do you just want a platitude?
Well, the truth, of course.
Okay. Here it is. Drum roll. Oh, where's your... Oh, drum roll, please. Yes. Because you really don't want to get along.
Oh.
Should I say
Really?
that again?
Really?
Actually, it is a little bit of biology and a whole lot of psychology. Fear is the root cause, and it leads to great suspicion of others. It makes you compete with them and become fearful that they might get the upper hand. Deathly afraid that someone's going to take advantage of you or cheat you in some way.
Now, are you saying that we're born this way?
No. When you're born into this world, you are a being of perfect trust and pure innocence.
Okay.
Somewhere along the way, you're taught that there are others that are out to get you. This is where racism and hatred is fostered. Children are naturally trusting until they're taught not to do so. These beliefs and attitudes become part of the emotional makeup, and they're hard to change.
So can people really change?
Well, absolutely. But you have to be willing, and that means admitting that you were wrong in the first place. You believe it's easier to protect your beliefs, even when you know that you're wrong at some level.
So how are we ever going to change then?
Well, it comes through the realization that you as human beings are not innately bad. When you tell a person they are bad at their core, it's very easy to develop a chip on the proverbial shoulder. The truth is, you are all good people that happen to have the capacity of making mistakes.
Okay.
Mistakes do not make you a bad person. Mistakes are just the way that you learn and adapt to life. It's perfectly normal. Hatred, on the other hand, is very hard work and is slow suicide for the person who practices it.
Wow.
Hate is toxic and poisonous and eats away at the physical body. It's not a very healthy way to try and exist in the world.
Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. But, you know, hatred, living in that hatred, that sounds like a hard life. How do you help people, you know, with that?
Yes, well, someone has to be willing to become vulnerable enough to admit their own flaws. You have to model the behavior that you want to see in others.
Okay.
I believe someone said that at some point.
Yeah.
If you can own up to your own mistakes and talk about how you were able to change your programming from hatred to loving kindness when you were on course, then you are on course to change the world. More people would learn from their mistakes if they weren't so busy denying them. People are watching others for clues these days on how to live. A hypocrite is someone who conveniently forgets their own faults in order to point out someone else's. Be authentic and share how you learned so much. Make all the mistakes you want, but be willing to share openly how you changed your mind and made a new choice.
Very good. Now, would you like a drink of water?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That would be great.
I thought maybe you might be just a little parched.
A little.
I want to make sure that Mom is comfortable this morning.
Yes, I have a little strain. Hey.
It's not what I thought it was.
Oh.
Notice she brought it in. I had nothing to do with it.
You mind your manners.
Well, that's fantastic advice, Mom. That really is.
It's this humidity. It's just tearing my hair up. Hey, you know what would be really nice right about now?
What?
Would be a massage. And a hairdresser.
We'll get right on that.
I heard
Yeah.
that your community here was having an auction.
Yeah, that's right.
And I saw some of those lovely things back there that you're auctioning, but I also heard there was a massage.
Yes.
Can I bid on
Oh,
that?
you sure can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Nobody else bid on it. I'm getting that. Is there more than one?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay, maybe you can bid on one too. Okay. Back to your questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you know,
Okay.
I am Mother Nature.
Right.
And the other item that I happened to notice on your bid list
Right.
was an overnight stay at one of my fabulous spots that I created.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I believe it said you could stay there for 3 days and 2 nights.
Oh.
Although, why would you only want to stay for 3 days and 2 nights?
What?
You could stay a lifetime.
What are you trying to get people to move out of here?
Oh, no, I guess that's... Well, I forget that in your time, you work so incredibly hard.
Yes, we do.
That sometimes you need to take those 3 days and 2 nights off somewhere in nature.
Right. That's right.
All right, all of you. There is a lake house on the auction. 3 days, 2 nights. Get it. Do yourself a favor. Get it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I can't bid on that one.
Oh, okay.
The massage is mine.
Okay. All right. Back to our questions.
All right.
That was a nice little commercial.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
So,
Anything I can do to further the cause.
Yeah. You know, you think about a mom. A mom's life is very, very busy, and she does so much. I think about my own mother, and how that she put her kids first,
Yes, she did.
And but there's no pay for that.
Oh, well. Being a full-time mother is one of the highest salaried jobs in the world because the real payment is pure love.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
it's the intangibles.
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, and I think I know what you're going to say, but do you think that most men could do the job of a mom? It's not what I was thinking. Really.
It's not easy being a mother. If it were easy, fathers would already be doing it. But actually, I am happy to report that more and more fathers are realizing they need to spend more time with their children. And that's a good thing. Even if you're a single parent, all you have to do is love them and make sure they know it. That's it.
Oh, okay. Well, wouldn't it be great if more mothers were in positions of leadership?
Well, I'm sure that if the mothers of various nations could meet, there would be no more wars.
Ah, well said. Well said. So, I was just thinking about this. Do mothers...
Yes. Yes, we most certainly do.
Wow. That's amazing. When I was growing up, my mom always seemed to know where I was, what I was doing. It's like she had ESP, so that's what I was going to ask her.
Well, just remember, you can't fool your mother because she's able to read your mind and your heart.
Ah, that makes sense. So let's shift the topic just a little bit. Let's talk about prayer. Can you give us a little advice on prayer?
Oh, we teach our children a lot about prayer.
Oh, okay.
We mothers remind them quite often. As a matter of fact, on any given day, you can hear mother telling little Johnny, you better pray that stain comes out of that carpet.
I've heard that one.
Actually, a mother who's able to relax and take several deep breaths and quiet the mind is much more capable of dealing with children positively.
Okay.
Prayer is an attitude beyond words, and the best conversations with mothers really take place in silence when only the heart speaks.
Wow. Very good.
Yes.
So, is going to church important for children?
Well, an old Spanish proverb says that an ounce of mother is worth a pound of clergy. But yes, I believe that taking children to church and being in a positive atmosphere is extremely important. Some parents are confused about this. It's not so much about teaching them religion as it is about giving them love and positive attention. That's at the heart of the matter. There's a difference in a religion that simply talks about love and one that makes it a spiritual practice and demonstrate it. Don't talk about your love light. Be the light.
Ooh.
And I think you do that here very well.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Very, very good. I'll pay you later for that one. So, I know that mothers have a lot of wisdom, and they seem to know that life is connected. So, how are we all a part of the circle of life, that we live in? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, absolutely. Mothers bring you into this world and they can take you out.
Okay.
But let's talk about real wisdom.
Yeah.
The word wisdom in the Greek is Sophia, which is the feminine aspect of the divine. The word Sophia speaks of discernment and understanding, which is needed to bring balance into the world. Some in traditional religions talk about the Trinity, and there's no mention of the mother in the Trinity. So let's fix that right now. A deeper understanding of the Trinity is to know that there is the mother, the father, and the child, which is the Holy Family, which is divine. The mother and the father are the birthers. And when Jesus said in the scripture, our Father, literally in the Aramaic, he was saying it is our father and mother that gives birth to all. There can be no birth without the mothering aspect of God. For in order to see the complete nature of divinity, we must understand that humanity was created in the divine image as both male and female, which means that we need the feminine characteristics in balance with the masculine being the dominator and the aggressor, and the feminine being the nurturer and the healer. Kittens are born both blind and deaf, but the vibration of their mother's purring is a physical signal that the kittens can feel. It acts like a homing device, signaling them to nurse. And it's that mothering nature that helps restore our connection to knowing God, Goddess, as our source.
Wow. That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wonder who your source is on that. Anyway. A lot of
Are
people
you trying
think...
to insinuate something?
No. In our current world, and I think it's changing. It's changing. But, men have kind of run the world for a long time.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, it's the hand that rocks the cradle. That's the hand that rules the world. It's what you teach a child that creates the healers and builders or the dictators and destroyers.
Wow. Okay. So earlier we had the teens come up front and we sang with them the song that we do, and so raising a teen is like one of the most complicated, toughest job of being a parent. So do you have any advice about that?
Oh, I would say that mothers of teenagers know why animals eat their young. with teenagers who can be like Jell-O. You have to give them more and more responsibility for their lives until they're fully empowered and they can run their own lives. We have to give them this gift of responsibility.
Okay. So, as a mother, sometimes, there's this thing called smother love, where a child is just overwhelmed, by the parents and the mother, and they don't take responsibility for themselves. They give all the responsibility over to the parents. And,
Yes.
And they, just because that's what the parents taught them.
That's right.
So that seems to be, a big deal in our, helicopter parents, and, you've heard all that. But giving people responsibility sounds like that's the answer to that, right?
It is the answer.
Okay.
But I thought you were asking me the questions.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I know that mothers are always proud of their children, right?
Well,
is that true?
It's amazing how quickly the kids learn the operation of the iPad, the computer, and video games, and yet they're unable to understand the basic functionings of how a vacuum cleaner works. If more fathers set the example vacuuming the floor, the kids would follow their lead. And maybe they are doing more of that. Remember that children are gifted from within and need to be encouraged to allow their creativity to blossom.
Yeah.
Creativity is the highest and fastest way to connect with the divine.
Very good. So, what's the best kind of food to give your children? It's got to be healthy, right?
Well, yes, healthy is always good. But a good menu consists of two choices.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
Okay. Heard that. All right. So what do you think about the current world situation?
Oh. I thought we might go there.
Oh, we're going there.
As Mark Twain said, sometimes I wonder whether the world is being run by smart people who are putting us on or by imbeciles who really mean it. But truly, as long as there is love and as long as there are mothers, the world will continually right itself, and you can overcome anything.
I believe that. I believe that. So what do you miss most about, since your children have all grown up, or many of your children have grown up, right?
Well, like many mothers, of all the things that I've lost, I miss my mind the most.
Okay. So give us some thoughts about getting older.
Well, I think
it seems to be happening to all of us.
it does. And I think age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter.
So do most mothers believe in a higher power?
Well, sure. But you have to realize that God couldn't be everywhere, so she created mothers.
Oh.
According to William Thackeray, mother is the name of God on the lips and hearts of little children.
Okay. I hear you. So what kind of influence can a mother have, or has a mother had, on people who have, become successful or become really good at what they do?
Yes.
What's the influence that a mother has?
Yes. Well, there's a fine-looking man that lives in Hollywood named Denzel Washington, and he said, "My mother never gave up on me. I messed up in school so much they were sending me home, but she kept sending me right back."
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln said, "All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my angel mother."
Ah.
Isn't that sweet? Andrew Jackson said there never was a woman like her. She was gentle as a dove and brave as a lioness. The memory of my mother and her teachings were, after all, the only capital I had to start life with, and on that capital I have made my way. Napoleon Bonaparte said the future destiny of a child is always the work of the mother. And Pablo Picasso, my mother said to me, if you become a soldier, you'll be a general. If you become a monk, you'll be the Pope. Instead, I became a painter and wound up as Picasso.
Wow. How many have enjoyed this? Is this all right? Yeah. So I wonder if you have one final thought that you could share with us about the idea of the great mother.
Well, Andrew Harvey wrote an illuminating book called The Divine Feminine. I see some heads nodding. Maybe you've read it. He said, this primordial experience of the Great Mother is the foundation of every culture all over the world. She is like an immense tree whose roots lie beyond the reach of our consciousness, whose branches are all the forms of life that we know, and whose flowering is a potential within us, a potential that only a tiny handful of the human race has realized. In these earliest cultures, of which those of the first peoples today are the descendants, she was nature, she was the earth, and she was the unseen dimension of soul or spirit. People were connected through her to nature as to a great being and to the great vault of the starry sky as part of this being imagined as a great web of life. She was the invisible patterning or formations of energy whose intricate and interdependent system of relationships were respected, even though they were not understood. She was experienced as law, a profound patterning which the whole of life reflected and obeyed in the way it functioned, from the circumpolar movement of the stars to the tiniest insect. The image of the Great Mother reflected something deeply felt, that the creative source cares for the life that it has brought into being in the way that an animal or a human mother instinctively cares for the life of her cub or her child.
Wow. Beautiful. Well said. Well said.
Well, thank you, Andrew.
I want to say thank you, Mom, for gracing us with your presence today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Would you like a little more of your whatever this is?
Yeah, it's just water,
Oh,
Sonny.
okay. There's something in the Bible about changing water into whatever it is.
No, that's not mine.
Oh, okay. So I think you're going to do something else for us, right?
I'm going to attempt to do a song that's going to sum up every phrase that mothers typically say in the life of a child in under 2 minutes. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, I guess I don't need this, do I?
Well, you can use either one.
I suppose I should use this one that's here.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. All right, hit it, Rossini. Get up now, get up now, get up out of bed. Wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your sleepy head. Here's your clothes and your shoes. Hear the words I said. Get up now, get up and make your bed. Are you hot? Are you cold? Are you wearing that? Where's your books and your lunch and your homework at? Grab your coat and your gloves and your scarf and hat. Don't forget, you got to feed that cat. Eat your breakfast. The experts tell us it's the most important meal of all. Take your vitamins so you will grow up one day to be big and tall. Remember, the orthodontist will be seeing you at 3 today. Forget your piano lesson is this afternoon, so you must play. Don't shovel. Chew slowly, but hurry. The bus is here. Be careful. Come back here. Did you wash behind your ears? Play outside. Don't play rough. Would you play fair? Be polite. Make a friend. Don't forget to share. Work it out. Wait your turn. Never take a dare. Get along. Don't make me come down there. Clean your growth. Do we have all day? Were you born in a barn? Would you like some hay? Can you even hear a word I say? Answer the phone. Get off the phone. Don't sit so close. Turn it down. No texting at the table. No more computer time tonight. Your iPhone's my iPhone if you don't listen up. Where you going and with whom and what time do you think you're coming home? Saying thank you, please, excuse me makes you welcome everywhere you roam. You'll appreciate my wisdom someday when you're older and you're grown. Can't wait till you get a couple little children of your own. You'll thank me for the counsel I gave you so willingly. But right now, I thank you not to roll your eyes at me. Close your mouth when you chew. Would appreciate. Take a bite, maybe two of the stuff you hate. Use your fork. Do not burp or I'll set you straight. Eat the food I put upon your plate. Get an A, get the door. Don't be smart with me. Get a grip, get in here. I'll count to 3. Get a job, get a life, get a PhD, get a dose of... I don't care who started it. You're grounded until you're 36. Get your story straight and tell the truth for once, for heaven's sake. And if all your friends jumped off a cliff, would you jump too? If I've said it once, I've said it at least 1,000 times before that you're too old to act this way. It must be your father's DNA. Look at me when I am talking. Stand up straighter when you walk. A place for everything, and everything must be in place. Stop crying or I'll give you something real to cry about. Oh, brush your teeth, wash your face, get your PJs on, get in bed, get a hug, say a prayer with Mom. Don't forget, I love you. And tomorrow we will do this all again because of Mom's work never ends. You don't need the reason why. Because. I said so, I said so, I said so, I said so. I'm the mom. I'm the mom, I'm the mom, I'm the mom. The mom. Ta-da.
All right. I only wish, are you tired too? Yeah. I only wish that Leah could have been here to have heard that. It's very good, very good, very good. All right, let's all take a breath together. Woo. Woo. We're going to turn the lights down now. And I invite you just to take a pause and just breathe for a moment, noticing your breath, how it is with you on the inside, because that's where we live. You live inside of you, inside of your mind, inside of your heart. So it is the most important space. It's the insides. So where is the divine in all of this? The divine is with you now. I will never leave you, Jesus said, ever. God, the goddess, all that is with you right here, right now. And if you'll take a moment to tune in and just let everything, your thoughts, just let them go for just a few moments, and find that space inside yourself where God is, always has been, always will be. And just breathe into that space. Noticing the grace and the kindness, the gifts that you've received in your life, the people around you that help you, that support you, that care for you, that every day do things that change your life. It brings up a sense of gratitude and appreciation. And so for a moment, I invite you to just think about your mom. And I know that there are some mothers who've passed beyond the veil, but they're still here. They're probably hanging out with you this morning, all around, just in a different way than before. I invite you to wish them well. Send them good thoughts. Maybe you had a mother that was not so mothering. Maybe you had a lot of issues with your mother. On this moment, I invite you to be the person to say, I forgive, I release, I let go of the past so that I can heal and so that all mothers can heal and all children can heal. For there is a great mother, a mothering nature that's all around us, that is loving, supporting, and so much more. And you feel it. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Especially when you notice these things. That's what makes it real in you, is when you notice and you're paying attention. And you feel that gratitude, that appreciation. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. And so now, if you know of someone that you would like to hold in your thoughts and your prayers today, I invite you to whisper their names aloud at this time. And then put your arms around them, symbolically just embracing them with your love and your light. As Mom told us, to be the light, to be that love light. So we reach out to those in our sphere of influence. We forgive. We want to be a bridge, a healing instrument of the divine, that we might show forth and express that caring, that concern, that nurturing aspect of our true nature. We claim the highest and the very best for all. We see a world that works for everyone, a world of peace, a world of loving kindness. We affirm this, we hold this in our heart space. And this week, we make the commitment to be that model, to be that example, of that divine goddess that is within each and every one of us. And so now, for just a moment, I leave you in the quiet. In the name of the holy, the sacred, the God, the goddess, the all that is. Amen. So it is. So as we turn the lights back on slowly, I invite you just to reach and stretch. Move your back a little bit. Allow yourself to just feeling alert, awake, and ready to hear some announcements.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's so wonderful to celebrate Mother's Day with everybody. Thank you for being here. My name is Lisa Munoz. It's my joy to serve as your platform assistant today. We always have a lot of exciting things going on in person and online during the week. The best place for you to find out what's happening this week is look online on the website. Go to events. You can go to the calendar and click on the day, or you can go to events and see a listing there. So everything is right there. We want you to know that Wednesday night this week at 6:30 is the second of Reverend James's metaphysics class, the 2 of 1, 2, 3. And so that's going to be at 6:30. It's a Zoom offering. So you
Yes.
need to register online so we can get you that link so that you can join that class. So everything's on the form. You just sign up there, and then you'll be included in the Zoom on Wednesday.
Perfect.
Great. And because it's a special holiday, we have Janet who would like to come up and make a little special presentation today. So I'm going to invite Janet to come forward. Do you want to talk here, or you're going to go directly to the source? Okay. Leah, we and our great mother, we have something for you today.
Oh,
Janet, I'll let you explain.
you want to bring that microphone, sweetie, so she can speak into the machine? Oh, yeah.
Leah? Yes. Mother? Yes. The women's group wanted to present a beautiful corsage for you today.
Oh, how lovely.
Ta-da!
You're welcome.
Very sweet. You're welcome. Thank you, women's group. I appreciate that. Well, I will make sure. I can't even get back into the character. I accept. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
Precious.
All right. We would like to welcome any first-timers. Are there any first-timers here today? It's an exciting day to be here for the first time. If not, all right. If you're here online for the first time, we thank you for joining us as well. And if you'd like to stay connected, all you need to do is send us your email address, and we'll make sure you get all the notices about all the wonderful things going on. The second thing I'd like to do today is recognize our prayer chaplains, and we have Sandy serving today. So she's here to pray with you. So just meet with her in the prayer corner over there. She would love to share prayer with you today. And if we can take a moment to thank all our volunteers, a lot of hearts and hands go into our beautiful space and making our service run so smoothly. So can we give a big thanks for all the volunteers? Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Today is Mother's Day, and so we have these beautiful flowers for all the mothers. And so if you would like to come and pick one up and take one with you, we would love for you to do that. And because, you are one of our flowers in our garden, our Unity Garden here, and we appreciate you. So we invite all of the ladies that would like to get a flower, please come and get one. And thank you for all that you have done in so many lives. Okay, so we're going to receive our offering today, an opportunity to financially support our mission, our vision, giving back to where you're fed, and hopefully you were fed today by what you saw and heard. And I think we learned some things today about the divine feminine, which is, where are you going to hear that? What church teaches this, I mean, think about it. How many places can you go and you hear this? It's usually you have to go way far away to some seminar somewhere and pay thousands of dollars. And here you got it all just to, so. I want to say thank you to all the folks that are consistent givers and those that are watching online that give consistently week after week, month after month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so appreciative of you. And so we now affirm that we have a growing spiritual community. At Unity, we always have more than we need, double and triple. That's how we grow. We claim our prosperity. Our loving source abundantly provides the highest good in all of our lives. We claim divine love and all good grace. We behold the Christ in every face. Time after time and day after day, we declare and decree our ever-expanding prosperity. Money for our mission, money for our vision, comes to us easily, effortlessly, and continuously. We feel it in our heart. We see it in our minds. The manifestation arrives always on time, and we are grateful. So say this together. I matter.
I matter.
And I make a difference.
And I make a difference.
Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all I receive, and all that I am. Thank you, ushers. All right, and thank you for those that are watching online for your support. We really appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you. All right. How many feel thanked this morning? Feel appreciated? Now, thank yourself. So thank you. All right? You need to show a little appreciation to yourself, too. I believe that. How many here like James Taylor? You like James? That's some good music. And so we thought we'd do one of his songs with just a slight twist. But let's sing it together. Thank you, Mama. I just want to stop and thank you, Mama. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. without you in my life. Everything I did was just stable. Everywhere I went seems I've been there before. But you brighten up for me all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I want to stop and thank you, Mama. I just want to stop and thank you, Mama. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. You're better to me than I was to myself. For me, there's you. There ain't nobody else. I want to stop and thank you, Mama. I just want to stop and thank you, Mama. Oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Let's say it together. Thank you, Mama. So let us end with a prayer before we say our affirmation. So today we bless all the mothers in this room, the mothers that are represented here. We love and appreciate you. May you feel and know your importance, who you are, as we celebrate you this day. We pray for your highest and your best. We see you accomplishing all that you desire in your life. May you feel the love that you have given right back to you this day. In the name of the Christ. Amen.
Amen.
All right, would you stand with me? Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it. Let's say together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. For wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a great day. And ladies, come on up and get a flower, all right? Oh, well, thank you. At a flower farm. That's amazing.